So they told me that I would be talking about APIs, and the most important thing about an API is truly a win-win situation. When you have APIs and other people are using your APIs, everybody is happy. And these are all the things that API does not stand for. I'm a dictionary editor, so I was going to explain really in great detail what APIs actually are, but I think it's more important not to focus on the what of APIs, but to focus on the why of APIs. And in fact, you've probably heard so many acronyms and are so bored by them that when you see a real word, you might even do a double take. But you should really be interested in APIs because they're really, really powerful and exciting. Before APIs, there were two ways to get information out of computers. One was the unfriendly way, and, I'm sorry, Dave, I'm afraid I can't do that. And then there was the more friendly way, which was to go to somebody and to ask for the data, like borrowing a cup of sugar. Now, the problem with these two ways of getting data, the problem with the unfriendly way is pretty obvious. The problem with both ways, however, is that they don't scale. And if there's anything that engineers really don't like, it's things that don't scale. And I know that this is not the right kind of engineer, but it's really hard to find a Lego fig that's wearing an ironic t-shirt and jeans. But anyway, so thinking about APIs, when you make cool stuff, and everybody in this room is making cool stuff, when you make cool stuff, you really want to share it. APIs let you share your cool stuff. And the interesting thing about the way that you can share cool stuff with APIs is that people think that if you're standing by yourself, if you're doing it all yourself, that it makes you stronger. But there are only so many hours in the day, and you only have so many things that you can do at any one time. Sharing your APIs with other people and using other people's APIs lets you do a lot more. And it's the best kind of more. It's the kind of more that lets you share really interesting ideas, it lets you share really interesting concepts, it lets you share your best stuff, your best tools. And anybody who's ever tried to justify purchases of tools to a partner, a spouse, or a significant other, you always say, if I have more tools, I could do better stuff, I could do cooler stuff, I could do more interesting stuff. And even if you put rules around the use of your APIs, creative constraints help people do more interesting things. So even if they don't follow your rules, or even if they're confused by your rules, interesting things can come out of having rules, just like the rules of haiku. When you use APIs, and when you share your APIs, you have more opportunities to get feedback on what you're doing. More people's opinions will help you with the cool stuff that you're trying to make. And more people talking about your products and services is always a good idea. And in fact, more people using your APIs, more people sharing APIs leads to lots of happy people. The one in the front, in the orange, is that a ninja? It looks like a ninja to me. So, and of course, one of the most interesting things about APIs and mixing up APIs is it satisfies people's creative and intellectual curiosity. When you've got two very different things, obviously what you want to ask is, will it blend? And it lets you build things that were possibly never even dreamed of or intended to exist in nature. I don't know if you guys can read the caption there. The platylope is tired of being kept in the lab. That's from the very funny Sween. So when you have an API, you're a winner for being able to share this kind of material with others. And the people who can use your APIs can also be winners. And sometimes they can be quite literal winners. For example, Twilio gives away a netbook every Monday through their API developer contest. They announce a couple of things they'd like to see mashed up. They pick the best one, and then they give away a free netbook. And Wordnik, the company that I founded, we are running a developer API contest right now. We would really like to see people add our great dictionary data into things that we've never imagined or dreamed of before. And we have all sorts of great stuff, definitions, thesaurus. Everybody needs more thesaurus. Thesaurus is the new cowbell. If you have other API contests, please tweet them using this hashtag and let people know about the cool stuff that you're sharing and the cool prizes that you're giving. So thank you very much.